taking over that left tackle position, obviously a position that you had kind of cross-trained at previously. You got your first start there. How did you think that went? And what do you think you've done to continue in that role right now?
Yeah, so felt pretty comfortable, I'd say, for the limited reps I've had at practice, because really it was just the practice of the week of the game that I really got to rep it. So it felt good, grooving to kick again. I hadn't been out there since high school, my senior year. That was the last time I was a left tackle. Felt like I did all right. Obviously a lot to work on. But credit to left guard play by Justin Dart. She really helped me out a lot. So it's always good when you have a good guy next to you to kind of help you out. So just thankful for that.
Yeah, how's that camaraderie kind of building? A guy that's been switching in and out for you at times in practice and stuff, now working beside you. What do you think you guys do well together as a pairing?
I think we're just physical together. It's something that we kind of always established together as an identity, playing next to one another. We're really great friends. He's one of my best friends. I think he'd say the same. So we just have that bond. We understand each other. We get football. We're pretty veteran guys. So I'd just say maturity and physicality are kind of two things that we bring to the table when we're playing next to each other.
Now that you're kind of getting a second week or a third week of practice, even with the postponement, is there an area where you're starting to get a little bit more comfortable at left tackle, or is there something that you feel like that you're improving on even now?
Yeah, I would say pass pro. That's the biggest thing. Obviously, that's probably the biggest difference between a guard and a tackle is just understanding the relationship and space in terms of your pass set. So just working on that, grooving it more and more, just trying to get better at it every day. That's what I've been working on.
Obviously, teams without Drake London, teams are really stacking the box. Arizona State, we're probably going to see that going forward the rest of the season. What do you guys have to do, even though there's probably going to be an extra hat in the box than what you were seeing before?
Yeah, so we just have to demand physicality out of the front five, and then whether we have tight ends in the fits or not, we just have to win our blocks one-on-ones and just establish an identity in the run game to help loosen up things in the pass game.
How do you feel like you guys did overall in that Arizona State game with the physicality and getting the run game going?
Obviously, I'm biased. I feel like we did good. There's obviously a good amount of things we need to work on. But I felt like we were able to broaden our playbook and just kind of do runs that we don't typically run, just because we have different guys in different positions who have different strengths over other players. So I felt like we kind of switched things up a little bit, which I think was beneficial.
What do you guys have to do to get the run game going a little bit better with some of the different looks that you may see going forward?
So I think definitely this week, credit to UCLA, their defense is amazing. I think we just have to be on the same page, communicate effectively and efficiently, and I think that'll help out with a majority of the things that they bring to the table, and then just be physical and dominate.
Jaxson Dart, named starter, coach made that decision and an announcement. What is different when he's back there? I mean, obviously he's a little bit more mobile. He's keeping plays alive a little bit more. How does that change things for you as an offensive lineman?
It's hard to tell because obviously we're in front of him, so a little hard to see what he's got going on back there. But we're just thankful for him and his commitment to the team, being a younger guy and being asked to step up and playing one of the biggest games of the season. So we're just encouraging him and just trying to bring him up to speed and just make sure he feels comfortable for Saturday.
But what's the biggest difference for you, when you got a guy that's going to try to scramble and stay alive in the pocket a little bit longer? And you've had different guys, throughout your career. Some guys are going to stay in the pocket. Some guys are going to move around a little bit more. How does that change as an offensive lineman, what you're trying to do? Is it just kind of feeling the defender a little bit more as if a guy starts to come out wide and you feel the defender kind of going that way so you don't get a holding call or anything else like that?
Yeah, I mean that's a pretty fair assessment. And the coach always says just find that one extra second. And so I think that's something we really need to focus on with Jaxson. Like I said, he's a younger guy, so maybe his decisions might be a little bit different than Keaton or whoever else at quarterback. So if we just find that extra second, we'll be all right.